Steve, but we are approaching the first day of school, less than a month away now.
Yeah, which means now is the time to start adjusting your kid's sleep schedule. Joining us now is board-certified sleep medicine specialist from Oishei Children's Hospital, Dr. Amanda Hassinger. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. This is a joy.
It's an important topic, and like I said, now why is now the time? You know, a couple of weeks out.
It's actually
really look at this.
yeah, it's really important to start now, to be honest with you, because it's really hard to adjust from all these late nights. We want to enjoy all the sunshine. We have our sports games that are going far too late according to children's sleep schedules, but we'll get to that another time. And we really need to kind of use the first few weeks before school starts to start shifting it sort of slightly every single week until that first week, because Labor Day comes, we all want to celebrate, have a nice weekend, and then first day of school hits and it's impossible to get everybody out of bed in the morning.
I know you're saying the shift should be gradual.
Yes.
How can we start this process now? What are some important tips?
Yeah, at least a half an hour. Just really start shifting your bedtime to be a half an hour earlier for every single week, so that by the time you wake up in the morning, you're more rested, you're ready for that first week of school. And then you just wake up your kids a little bit earlier every single week by 30 minutes or so that by the time school hits, they're not so grumpy at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I feel like I see a different study or different information all the time. So we have you, the expert here. What is the range we should be looking at for the kids to get to be successful?
Well, we know that school-age children need at least 9 to 12 hours of sleep a night, and that teenagers at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep. And that's really crucial to their growth and their development, because children need a lot more sleep than adults do, because that's the only time of the day when their body physically grows and when their brain is developing. Until we're about 25 years old, our brain continues to grow when we sleep at night, specifically when we're dreaming. And if we don't get enough sleep, we cut off that last dream, and it really does lead to problems with brain development. They've actually shown teenagers that don't get enough sleep have smaller brains, physically smaller brains, than teenagers who do get enough sleep. So it's that important to their growth and development.
Incredible. So we're talking about the hours of sleep a night, but what's an appropriate bedtime based on how old you are?
That's something that's very often overlooked and extremely important. Children need to sleep on their circadian rhythm, which is their biological clock that tells them when to be asleep and awake. But it also controls when we want to eat, it controls our blood pressure, our temperature, it controls every part of our body. So if we don't sleep on our regular schedule, every other part of our body doesn't work well either. So children need to go to bed much earlier than adults. A school-age child should be in bed by about 7:30 or 8, and a teenager may want to go to bed later, but because high school start times are far too early for their biological clock, they need to go to bed earlier as well. So they may want to go to sleep by 11 or 12, but they really need to try to push it closer to 9 or 10 o'clock so that they get that 8 hours of sleep that they need so they can get up for their bus in the morning.
Very important info, and now you have some things to work on here for the next few weeks. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Good luck with the new school year.
You too.
6:50 on your way.